Hey everybody at the Back to Basics Weight Loss channel. I am Maggie Price and I am your Substitute Friday vlogger. It's actually Wednesday, but I know tomorrow's going to be a tough day for me, and I'll explain why. I thought I would do it tonight so I could make sure I get my video done for you guys. Okay, one thing you may notice is that I'm usually wearing glasses. Well, bizarrely enough, I no longer need glasses for far sight because on Monday I had cataract surgery. I have never worn sunglasses, people, and I think that is probably how I got a cataract at a relatively young age. I had a very, very thick and bad one, and I had been suffering from difficult vision for quite a while without really questioning it. I think I thought I needed new glasses, and I couldn't really afford them, so I just kind of made do. But it got worse and worse. I started seeing rainbow halos as I drove at night, and that wasn't a good thing. And then it finally kind of really hit me in the face when I did a couple of those seminars that I'm so happy about that my boss got for me, an unlimited year of seminars. And when the slides were shown on the screen, I couldn't see anything really. I mean, it was all pretty much of a blur. And again, when a guy at work was training me to do something that I really wanted to learn, I looked at him and said, I can't see that. And I thought, okay, something's up. So I went in to have my eyes examined, and lo and behold, I had a very thick cataract on this eye. And they recommended having it out, and I couldn't have it out soon enough. It was kind of like when I realized how much I weighed, I couldn't get the weight loss surgery fast enough because I knew it would save my life, and I knew this would really change my vision. Well, I've had bad vision in this eye, 2200, since I was a young child. I mean, I probably was born with it. That's what they've said, because it's kind of a malformation of the eye, and therefore, I needed glasses at a very young age, and I've always had them. And now I have bifocals because I have the over 40 vision that causes you to need reading glasses. But I've always had to wear my glasses. So this is bizarre. My surgery went very well on Monday, and I don't need to wear glasses anymore. I now, when he examined me yesterday morning, the day after, he said that I could actually pass a driver's license test now without glasses. So tonight I drove for the first time. I was released to drive, and it was just really a strange feeling. Normally when I wake up, the first thing I reach for is my glasses, and it's very hard to get used to this. I'll probably end up with glasses again because right now I'm using, those like Costco reading glasses, which my husband has in abundance. And I've got one of those things around my neck like I always feel like old ladies wear. But let me tell you, I made this one. I don't know if you can see it, but I made this years ago to hold a badge that I had to wear at a job I had, and it's actually got all my favorite crystals wire wrapped to a beautiful chain, and so it makes it a little easier to have something around my neck. And I'm at work, I'm just going to find that easier because I have to go back and forth between near vision and far vision. In a month, I'll have my eyes examined, and we'll find out then where I stand with glasses. Eventually I'll be having the other eye done, but it isn't there yet. Now, how does this relate to the Back to Basics Weight Loss channel? I will tell you how, okay? What I have realized in the past has been one of the issues that's hard to deal with in this journey is when things are a little different. Like, we can be really good at following our routine. I'm a creature of habit. I tend to eat the same things every day, and when my mind is really focused on following the rules and stuff, it's just easier for me to have the plan in place. Well, having surgery like this, it interferes with plans. What can I say? First of all, I was not going to be able to exercise for at least a couple of days. And that in itself is really scary for me because I exercise every day but Sunday. And even on Sunday, I walk 3 miles. I mean, this was big for me to suddenly not do Zumba for a couple of days. It throws you off, okay? And it makes you panic. At least makes me panic and start thinking I'm losing control again. The other thing is I did make a decision because our diet bets ended on the weekend. Woohoo! I won the 2 diet bets I was in. I had decided to ease up a little bit on the carbs and let myself have a treat like a bagel or something as I prepared for the surgery, to kind of give myself a little more energy and just to relax, because I was kind of freaked out. I've never had surgery. I've had several surgeries, including the weight loss surgery, but I've never had my eye cut, and that's kind of scary since we spend our entire lives protecting our eyes, right? So I also had made the decision, as I said, to relax a little with the carbs. I wasn't going to be exercising. It's like all of a sudden a life of extreme structure was heading into unfamiliar territory. And it's hard to know, how you're going to handle that or how that's going to work out for you. I'm happy to say we've been in the Transformation Academy. I had held a little come to Jesus meeting in my group the day before my surgery, calling everybody to account and telling them that I wanted them to dig a little deeper. Though we had gotten into the habit, a number of us, of just reporting, oh, I screwed up, and then everybody would say, forgive yourself, move on, every day is a new day. That's true, be that as it may, we are in a challenge, and I had asked them to dig a little deeper and really look at why they were in the challenge, reconfirm their goals, and maybe push a little harder to get back to basics. So in the middle of that, one of my wonderful motivators in our class, Kimberly K. Smelker, who's also known as Miss Fantastic, I'm sure you all know her and love her, she suggested we have a challenge every day, a little challenge every day. And so for me, many people, it was water or logging, food logging, which I discussed last time as being pretty darn important. My goal was to be able to relax my food a little bit without binging, because generally what will happen is I'll allow myself something like a bagel or some sugar, and whee, I'm off and running, I mean, I'm sure that's a familiar thing to all of you. And I am proud to say that I've had now 3 days of relaxed eating, had some toast every day, had a little bit of sugar every day, but I didn't binge. And for me, that is huge. Now, I wish I could say why. I wish, I'm always wishing that I could come up with a reason why I was able to reach down deep and do the right thing this time, because if I could figure that out, I could sell that and make $1 gazillion for that book, if I wrote that book, right? I just know that, I guess, first of all, as being one of the facilitators in the Transformation Academy, I take it really seriously that I'm trying to motivate and lead our class, and I think that helped me not blow it, because I certainly didn't want to go in and report that I had been binging. Although I have to say that sometimes I think it might be comforting to people if they start seeing you always do the right thing, as I have in our class. It's probably a little bit comforting if you see somebody blow it the way you do, that you're not alone in that, and that nobody's perfect, and certainly I'm not. I can binge with the best of them. Somehow I think I also felt so good about losing the regain that I dealt with in these past months, that I'm not going to let that happen again. And I think that's a great thing to report to you, that it wasn't a bad thing that I regained the 24 pounds that I was up against. It was actually, for me, in my journey, it seems to be just what I needed in order to sober me up and get real about how difficult this is, and how much we have to never let up, really never lose our vigilance. And it's interesting because there was a lovely woman named Laura who admitted me into the ambulatory surgery center, and we had a nice long talk because she lost 60 pounds on Weight Watchers in this past year, and we were able to have a great talk about how basically we will both have to be conscious of this and working on it for the rest of our lives, but that it is well worth it for the health and the rockin' clothes. Let's face it, being able to shop and buy outfits that you love and stuff like that, that's a real motivator. So I think that that's really what I wanted to say to you guys today, is that I feel good about the fact that I had a period of loss of control, not being able to exercise, eating a little bit more, and I managed to survive it. I'm going to be in carb detox again tomorrow. I know that because that's just what happens when I stop the sugar and the carbs. But I did go back to Zumba tonight. I was very careful. I told my doctor exactly what Zumba is, and he approved it as long as I don't lean way over or snap my head back and forth too much. So I was very careful, got a good workout, and going to be back to myself in no time. So let me know, any questions you have or what you think or what things you face when you feel like you're out of control, and what kind of things help you keep it together. I wish that I could say this is what I did, people, that kept me from blowing it, but I don't know exactly why. I think I just knew. I know now that it's in my best interest not to hurt myself in that way, and I hope that happens for you guys too. So I will be back next week. I've got some other ideas simmering for what I'd love to talk about. And meanwhile, mwah, talk to you soon.